Welcome to Maths in a Minute or Two. This lesson is about adding and subtracting negative numbers. It's useful to have a number line ready. If you don't have one, you can always draw one, as that will help you. So we're going to do 3 examples. The first one is -5 add 11. So if you think about your number line, you start where the first number is. So if I was to start at -5 and I add 11, I'm going to go up the number line. So when you add, you always go up the number line. So -5 add 11, if you think about it in leaps, it takes you 5 to get to 0, and we need 6 more, so we're going to end up at 6. Okay, so 6 add 5 is 11, so I've left 11. You could count in little steps if you wanted to, but you end up at 6. Okay, let's take a look at the second one. Just going to rub that out. This is where the most confusion comes in, I would say. So if you're looking at 7 subtract -2, this is the occasion where people say 2 negatives make a positive when they're touching like this. But what you're actually doing is this. You're looking at 7, this is a positive 7, and you're looking at -2, which is here, and you're basically asking about the gap between them. So 7 subtract -2 is the gap between 7 and -2, and therefore the gap is 9. So there's 2 gap from -2 to 0, and a gap of 7 between 0 and 7. So that's why it's 9. So you could look at it as 2 negatives making a positive, but this is when they're touching. If you look at the third example here, these 2 negatives do not make a positive. So I'm going to show you how you do this. Just rub this out a second. This time you start at -5, and as before I said, when you add you go up the number line, when you subtract you go down the number line. So -5 take 3 means you're going to go 3 down from that, so you're going to end up at -8.